What's up, guys? I'm not really the best drama person in the right content creator community. That niche role kind of used to be filled with people like Stu Gaming and Murdering and others that used to create great content around it. But those people aren't here today, and this topic is actually very personal to me. Basically, my entire channel started around this, and I started making videos basically to deter this and speak against it. And that topic is cheating in Platinum Arena. Sadly, this week on Monday, we had this kind of incident where a certain player or couple different players boosted each others to win the trophy. And not only did they successfully do it and win the trophy, which they wouldn't have otherwise, but also they happened to stream themselves doing it, so they kind of exposed themselves. And there has been many accusations about this before, and some pretty strong evidence from pictures of battle logs and other people posting faked battle logs and so on, which is, by the way, why always on my reset videos I always post my battle logs and even timestamp them, because it used to be integral part for me to try to deter it. But anyway, so these players got caught cheating this time, and they did win trophy. And I need to speak up about this, and hopefully we can get some community outrage. And I don't mean outrage in that you flame these people that cheated. I mean that Plarium could easily fix these loopholes that allow people to cheat in Platinum Arena. And this might not be the most relevant topic for most players in the game. You're probably not able to compete for the trophy. I can't do it either. But it is still something interesting, and we kind of should keep it as fair as possible within the limits of whaling and having equal accounts, but you know what I mean. The main selling point of PvP is that it's competitive, and if people are allowed to cheat and get away with it, and the company doesn't do anything about it, then it's kind of bleak for the PvP scene, and there isn't really much point for players to try to compete and get better and so on. But if we quickly take a look at this clip, and I want to say it again, don't go harass these people, that is not my intention, but we are gonna expose them and name and shame them and talk about this. It is kind of funny that they did stream themselves doing it, but let's quickly take a look at it. So basically what happened here is that there is this person in ET, and ET definitely doesn't support cheating, let's just put it that way. Scratch already said that he doesn't support this, and this was obviously done without consulting him. But this player, who's called a streamer named Neve, he was basically losing to his friend in ET. And this gets a bit confusing, but this player who is doing the cheating, he's a player from IPR. We can look at his account later. But he's from IPR, and he's playing on an ET account, which is something that people do a lot in Top Platinum Arena, so that they have a better account and they can be competitive. Something that I personally, for instance, choose to not do, and I want to play on my own account, even though I definitely could play with many mad accounts and other accounts, and many people have been very friendly to give me the opportunity to do it. But personally, I want to play with my own account, but playing with other people's account by itself isn't against the rules. But what you will see here is definitely cheating. So he's playing on this other account that isn't his own account, and now he's looking at the leaderboard, and he sees that let's actually pause there. He sees that his friend, he's checking up the rankings, and you can see that he specifically clicks on the ET Pistolinha, who is the person that he's about to boost. This is like 5 minutes left of the reset. And the person, by the way, who would have won if this cheating didn't happen is Octuen from CHQ. And I'm really sorry for him about this. And I really hope that Plarium would consider and manually give him the trophy instead, because he's the one that ended up winning this reset, or would have if they didn't cheat. But he looks up the leaderboard, it's couple minutes left of reset. You can even see the timeline on his video that there's 5 minutes left. He finds this Pistolinha person. He's this guy, ET Deb, but that isn't his own actual personal account. But he's looking to find her, and when he does, now he's frantically trying to spread this. And as you can see, he has his cursor here on the top right screen, because he's basically trying to speed run the boosting, and he's instantly gonna leave the fight and forfeit, because there was no intention here to actually fight the person. And you might say that this looks very sus, but this clip enough to like cleanly say that he did cheat. But this entire thing was caught on his stream, and like this is only a clip of it. The entire thing is on Twitch and probably is going to be later removed, I assume. But now we have the evidence on this video as well. Here is a couple minutes later at the end of the reset, just so you can see. And he was actually on Discord call with this same person, so they were in the same clan and they are friends and so on. But of course he could have accidentally attacked him and then left the fight, though we could see on the clip that he was intentionally searching for her and looking what points she was on the leaderboards and so on, and instantly left the fight and didn't try to win. But now this is on his stream at the end of the reset. Now he's collecting the trophy and like sharing it in his clan that everybody does. And then he's gonna go to their voice call, where she is in the call with the same person who he intentionally lost to, which is this person. It's the first person here, the Pado Pistolinha. That's the person that he lost to. They are in the same call, so there's zero chance that anybody can call that this was accident and he just accidentally attacked her, who he is in call with and is her friend, who ended up winning. And also you will later see in pictures that he did admit to cheating as well, but we will get into it. But here is definitive proof that he definitely was cheating. He's literally on voice call with this person, and now they are gonna celebrate their victory. Let's skip this. Like you can see he's smiling and so on. Let's skip a couple frames. We can see now, so the person that won is sharing their screen, the one that he lost to, and now they're celebrating it. And you know, I don't want to like get too much on the personal characteristics and do a character assassination and so on, but I just wanted to show at the start of the video that there is definitive proof that they cheated and collaborated on purpose. This isn't an accident. Also, you can see on the stream that this Depsinari person, who is talking a lot in his stream, that is the person that actually ended up winning, that he was boosting. And one guy in our clan who is TM Surfer, a streamer that you might know, he also speaks Portuguese, so he did translate these and we were talking about it. And of course you can just put the messages in the Google Translate, but let me see if I actually, yeah. In these pictures actually she thanked him for boosting and so on, so there's a little bit of more evidence about it. If it wasn't clear enough already that this actually happened and there's no question about it, here is some screenshots from the person in question, not the one that won, but the one that was doing the boosting and streaming. This was in content creator chat when I brought this issue up, but here is what he said to me. It was a lot longer conversation, but I think these parts is basically the ones that are the, without me reading hundreds of lines of text. Here we go. Shinny, you are so bothered by this that it seems like Panda didn't win 16 trophies by doing this. You are so worried that it seems like you lost money in addition to the trophy. And of course I wasn't competing for the trophy, my account is not good enough, but he's basically indirectly here admitting to doing it. Like, his argument is that Panda did it many times, allegedly. He didn't stream himself doing it, so there has been a lot of accusations about it, but we can't prove it, but many people think that Panda did it many times, so why would I be bothered about him doing it once? But the issue here is that if one guy does it, then somebody else also cheats, and when everybody is cheating a little bit, then somebody is cheating a bit more, and then we get to the point where Conclave is selling the trophies for $1,000 or whatever, and the game is screwed, so I kind of hope that Plarium does something about it. But here is something else that he also said. Boosting would be bad if I had given 10 victories, giving 100 points to the account. Stop crying, Shinny. So, because he only lost to him once, by the way, which was enough to make the difference between the winner being rank 1 or being rank 3, that it's not a big deal. So he's basically trying to justify the cheating, making excuses for it. He isn't even pretending anymore that it didn't happen. So just to point this out, that even if I'm making this drama video and maybe being slightly toxic, there's no question about it that he did do it. He himself have admitted to it at this point, and we need to bring this up so that Plarium does something about this and this doesn't happen anymore. We could easily fix this in many ways, so it is better to highlight it than not do it. I remember in the past when people like BGE or Stu Gaming did some videos about cheating, and it might have resulted in some bad consequences to them, but it did bring awareness to the issue, and Plarium ended up trying to fix it. Or like how the last time when we had the big cheating scandal, back when Conclave was publicly selling the trophies, when the CCs made videos about it, then eventually Plarium realized that it's a big issue and PR problem, and they did something about it. But basically what happened is that they lost to their friend's defense team at the end of the Platinum Arena reset, and that was enough for his friend to win and collect the trophy. And that is definitely a flaw in the game that Plarium could easily rectify if they wanted to. By the way, this is the actual person, the streamer, that committed the act of cheating. But many of you might not know, because this is kind of a years ago, but there used to be this Russian clan called Conclave. I think it might actually still exist nowadays, but it's a lot smaller than it used to. But they literally had a website where they were selling rank 1 trophies. I think it was like $1,000 or $2,000 or something. I forget about it, but it was so blatant that it became a meme, and many content creators made videos about it and did other campaigns to try to raise awareness that Plarium would stop it. And eventually Plarium did kind of try to fix it, and they made several adjustments to it. This is like 4 years ago, so some of the details I don't completely remember, and I might forget some parts. But basically what happened is that Murderink and some other people boosted themselves just to show the point. Plarium ended up changing the game so that you can't lose to the same player multiple times in a row, and them gaining points from every fight. Now I think you can only do one fight every 10 minutes or so, and the player gains points, or something like this. You can't do multiple fights in a row, or you can, but they will not gain points from the wins. But even still, on the top of the Platinum Arena reset, it only takes couple. If you are somebody that is competing for top 10, many of these people are often between like couple fights away from each other, and getting 3 wins in defense can be the difference between rank 20 and rank 1. And these clans or players colluding and doing this basically strips the point of competition and kind of any shred of like sportsmanship and actual competition. This has been accused of other people several times in the past, specifically the leader of Sacred Pandas, Panda. He has been accused of this many times, but he doesn't stream and people don't really have literal evidence of him doing it, even though there is kind of secondary evidence of Panda posting battle logs where he removes some battles that other people from their own battle logs are able to provide, and we know that he was like specifically editing those pictures and trying to make them look like they were unedited with some of the parts taken away from them. But let's not get too much into that. Like, there has been people accused of cheating like this in the past, and people will definitely keep doing so unless Plarium does something about it. And you guys can tell me what Plarium should do about it. I kind of wanted to bring this issue up, but either they could make it so that you just can't gain points from your clanmates losing to your defense. And there's other ways. One other thing that many people would want to have, which I'm kind of honestly, I support as well, that would be blind arena, so that you can choose what player you attack. Or maybe you can still choose which players you attack, but you wouldn't be able to see their name or clan or player power or anything that you can distinguish their teams with. Maybe you shouldn't even see their blessings or empowerment. If you just saw their team and nothing else, then it would be almost impossible to boost other people. I think something like this should happen, and probably there are some other better ways to do this, but I really wanted to make a video about this and hopefully bring awareness to this issue. I don't think it's really mainstream. I think most of the CCs don't care about it because they are more into PvE and other stuff than Platinum Arena, which I totally understand because it's not really something that you need to be pretty endgame to be able to compete in it, and that's if you even want to compete in it, and many people who could, they don't even bother. So it's not really mainstream issue, but it is a pretty big scoop that a content creator literally streamed themselves cheating in the game, and I wanted to bring it up. Also, to be clear, this is the post reset picture that we have from this reset, and this is only a player screenshot. It isn't completely definite. We can only take screenshots, and often there might be a couple rankings that are 1 or 2 slots different, but this was basically the final ranking, and the player that ended up winning was this Pistolina person, which we can see in this picture that is taken at the end of the reset. He's 6 points away from the rank 1, and definitely one fight made the difference. And if that cheating didn't happen, this person, Octuen from CHQ, he was supposed to win this reset, so I feel sorry for him, and I hope he maybe makes a ticket about it and is able to get the trophy. I assume that he made a ticket about it, I hope. If he didn't, I definitely would make a ticket about it if I was him. But I wanted to also point out that it's not like Mad would have won this reset, and I want fair sportsmanship and fair play, not just Mad to win. Actually, during this reset, Mad was doing this kind of thing that if you saw my personal Platinum Push video, you probably would have seen in the topic and in the actual fights, but we were doing this kind of free-for-all reset this week, and not only were we not boosting each other in the defense by intentionally losing and giving them points, but also we were not doing the reverse boosting that is often kind of looked down by maybe most people in this game. We were not avoiding other Mad players. During this reset, Mad was actually specifically hunting and attacking other Mad players just for fun, and this is kind of how we were not even in contention of winning the trophy. And personally, I think I got rank 77. My account is nowhere close enough to be able to compete with these people, so I definitely wouldn't have won the trophy, and Mad isn't in contention for the trophy either. The winner should have been Octiven, so just to point that out, that though it might seem for some people that I'm doing this for personal reasons. There's really nothing for me to gain here personally. And yeah, I think there's many ways that Plarium could try to solve this issue. You guys can tell me in comments if you have any suggestions. But I think Blind Arena could be one solution. Then another solution that I have been trying to ask for many times is that just like we got the leaderboards on Doom Tower, and you can see top players and you can see the top teams in different bosses and so on, we also should have actual leaderboard after every reset, and you should be able to see it for the rest of the week. Maybe it will show you the top 20 or top 50, whatever like number that you choose. And then you will be able to click on those players and see both their offense and defense logs. This would not only give players the options to see what types of teams other players use and try to get better from that information and get some help, but also it would expose if people lose to themselves and boost their clanmates and so on. And even if it wouldn't make it impossible to boost, but it would kind of deter it, because then even those people that don't stream themselves cheating, they would get exposed and caught. And I think that would be very easy and soft way for Plarium to fix this issue, but there's many other ways that they can do this, to be honest. And I'm thinking that collectively you guys might have much better suggestions than I do. And if you do, then tell me in comments. I'm kind of trying to talk with Plarium in the content creator chat and bringing this issue and other issues related to PvP into the limelight. And if you guys have any good suggestions, I will definitely specifically point it out to them. And yeah, that's it for this video. It's kind of a bit negative drama video, but it deserved to be highlighted. And I think also for historical and drama purposes, it would be kind of waste if nobody talks about this part of raid history. I haven't made any these kind of drama videos in the past because I mostly focus on PvP, but I definitely do appreciate all of these kind of historical videos recording different kind of bug abuses and cheating and other instances that other people like murdering and PGE and Stu Gaming have done in the past, or maybe farting cows if somebody knows him and the videos that he has made. But I kind of wanted to do my part in this issue, even though I normally kind of do avoid this topic. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you found it interesting. Tell me in comments if you have any suggestions or anything you want to say about this. And I'm really sorry for the CHQ guy for not winning. I really hope that you can get the trophy and this issue rectified, because winning trophy in this game is really hard to do. You can only get one per week for one person, and it's generally going to be those few top accounts that collect it every week. And this week there was kind of unique chance for non-mad players to get it, and I really feel bad for him not getting it. I can personally say from experience that I have been ranked 2 twice, and probably because of the new meta I will never be able to get into the top 10 again, I don't think, with my personal account. And still to this day I'm very bummed that those 2 times that I was ranked 2, or those 2 times that I was ranked 3, I didn't win the trophy. It still sucks. Actually, one of those times I remember there was a bug in the game and nobody got the trophy, and in our pictures I was ranked 3, and I was kind of hoping in my head that maybe I would actually get the trophy when people made a ticket about it and Plarium fixed it, but it ended up being somebody else. I can't remember who it was, and I was actually ranked 3, and I think somebody else in my clan was ranked 2 at that time, so I wasn't even in contention. And last time when I was ranked 2, it was actually won by my clanmate who had maybe like 10 points or maybe less than 10 points more than me. It was Telkaron, shout out to him by the way, but he beat me with Glycea defense and I was so bummed. Like, people probably don't even know, but I basically didn't talk in the Discord for a week and I was super depressed about. Basically, I knew at that time that that was my last chance ever to win the trophy and I didn't get it, so it is what it is. But anyway, that's it for this video and see ya.